Thursday night. Lights are on. Let the crew assemble. Know what time it is. Mike D. Hooray! Yo, it's a Thursday vibe. Time to plug in the crew. Holly and the bros, yeah, we're coming through. Sweet but spunky, that's Holly on the rise. Sharp wit, quick flips, fire spark in her eyes. Josh got the wisdom like a preacher on the mic. Dropping knowledge bombs, keeping everything tight. Caleb's the giant, gentle hand, steady flow. Big heart, calm voice, always ready to go.
You are the wild card, so enter the stream. We are spinning stories that makes your brain dream. Holly and the bros, we're taking over the show. On YouTube and X, every Thursday we flow. Talking sports, politics, wrestling, crypto, 2-3. Best friends, bringing real talk to you. Holly and the bros, yeah, we're rising high. Tune in, turn up, let the good times fly. From the sweet to the spunky, from the wise to the bold. This podcast fire, every story told.
Holly's got that spark like a firecracker pop. Sweet smile with a bite, never gonna stop. Josh breaks it down like a scholar in the zone. Every word he drops feels like a cornerstone. Caleb's giant presence, calm as ocean tide. Gentle giant's wisdom, always on your side. We always dive deep where shadows play. Pulling out the secrets that you never saw today.
It's more than just talk, it's a family vibe. Three voices united on this Thursday ride. From crypto highs to wrestling rings, politics and sports and all the wild things. They laugh, they keep it so real. Holly and the bros, that's the deal. Holly and the bros, we're taking over the show. On YouTube and X, every Thursday we flow. Talking sports, politics, wrestling, crypto, 2-3. Best friends, bringing real talkie. Holly and the bros, yeah, we're rising high. Tune in, turn up, let the good times fly. From the sweet to the spunky, from the wise to the bold. This podcast fire, every story told. So get ready to listen, to laugh and to learn. Every Thursday's a chance for the tables to turn. How this fire ignites, Josh's wisdom guides.
Kings, calm, steadies, all light, never hide. From crypto coins flipping to the wrestling ring score. From politics battles to the sports fan score. They cover it all with style and flair. Holly and the pros, nothing else compares.
So hit that subscribe, don't miss a beat. Holly and the bros, bring the heat. On YouTube and X, every Thursday night. Tune in, join in for the freshest insight.
Three friends, one crew, one podcast flow. This is Holly and the Bros on the mic. Let's go!
Five, four, three, two, one.
Welcome back. It's
We're
been
back.
forever.
It feels like it's been a really long time.
I have to warn everybody up front that my internet has been really crappy today. So if we get kicked off, then we'll probably just figure it out next week because Holly's got a Rams game she's got to get to.
It's important,
So-
guys. Sorry.
It is. So hey,
Hey,
let's
John.
start off. Yeah.
Did you see what J-Pop said about the song? Can you download that somewhere?
What?
The song.
J-Pop, the song, the new song.
Oh, I don't know if you can download it or not, but I can send it to you if you want it. Just shoot me a DM and I'll respond to it with the audio file. No, I was telling them that I have been prepping for a sermon this Sunday, and when I do that, my brain gets a little bit mushy, and for whatever reason, creating music kind of resets it. So I made a new intro. So what did you guys think of it? Did you like it?
Yeah, it gets intense at the end.
Yeah, it does. And I had to throw a shout out to Mike D in there too, because I figured why not? Like, you're in control of stuff. You can do whatever you want, right? Isn't that how it works?
He is our TikTok guy.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is very true. I would say probably our biggest fan, maybe.
Possibly.
because he does. It is kind of funny though if we talk about it just for a quick second, how much it goes into producing a 1 hour podcast, like just kind of the behind the scenes stuff that nobody ever sees, and it doesn't happen just with the three of us on screen. So shout out to Mike D.
My name's Mike D, and I'm about to get money.
But speaking of Mike D, my wife and I got the opportunity to come down and visit Holly.
Mm-hmm.
Was it last week?
Yeah.
I'm still messed up on my time still.
Yeah, and it feels like forever, right?
It really does. Like it was just last Thursday. I got home at 4:00 in the morning because we took 3 days to drive down there. It's a 20-hour drive from Missouri to Arizona. And we decided, I did, to push through and see if we could do it in one fell swoop on the way back. And we did, but we left Holly's house at 6 a.m. and got to my house at 4 a.m. So it was, with time change, it was 22 hours, but it was actually a 20-hour drive. So,
Right, yeah.
yeah, so we survived it, but we had an awesome time visiting you guys and seeing the sights. And we went to Tombstone, Arizona, and saw some original stuff there and some history there. And it's also where I learned that Holly, she really kind of hates me. She doesn't like to admit it, but so when we get home, I need a haircut and my beard needs to be trimmed. I'm just noticing this in this mirror of the camera. But I get home and I don't know, it was a couple days later. It might have been getting ready to go to church. And my wife is getting dressed. And I said, "What are you wearing?" And she said, "I bought this in Tombstone." Holly thought it was cute.
It's so cute.
Listen, I think, and this is going to sound super cheesy, but I think anything my wife wears is pretty cute. She's a gorgeous lady on the inside and out, but it's me, right? And I don't really have a filter. So the first thing that comes to my mouth, can you guess what it was?
No.
Caleb made me not so much because he saw it Sunday, but he probably doesn't remember it.
I don't remember it.
It's a jumper.
Okay, I didn't even know what it was called. I said it's like female overalls, but it's like a jumper, I guess.
It's a jumper.
But I said,
"Oh no.
I can't believe I'm still married." Okay, this is why she's a saint and I love her. But I said, "Are you wearing a curtain?"
Oh, no, that's what it's. No, a jumper, and it's cute.
Okay, but it has like these weird curly cute things on it and this like old school kind of pattern, and I don't know how to explain it, but in my brain, and I didn't have a filter and I couldn't hit mute fast enough, I said, "Are you wearing a curtain?" It didn't go over awesome, but we are still married. So
Did she still wear it?
yeah, she doesn't care what I think. She's all right with it. No, but we had an awesome time hanging out with you guys and just relaxing and kind of seeing the sights. And we talked about it on the way home, but it was kind of funny what we were amazed of the small little things that we don't have in Missouri that you have in Arizona that you're used to, like cactuses. We don't have that.
Hate them.
But for us, it's like my wife was like getting all excited when we started seeing them on the side of the road, and things like that. So it was a great time. And I think you guys are planning on coming back this way in November. And then we have
December.
December. Sorry.
December. It's going to be a crazy December for me, though.
It is for me, too. We're going to have to figure out the weekend, but we'll get it figured out because it will be a blast. But we did, Holly, I haven't had a chance to tell you this. We did talk Caleb into coming down at the beginning of March. So my wife and I and Caleb will be flying down at the beginning of March, and we'll be hanging out, and it'll be a good time. But also, before I forget, I'm going to put this over Caleb's face. Yeah. It's Trifecta Thursday. So somehow, because we have friends, and who knew? We have more than 7 friends, too, by the way. It's starting to get bigger.
It's growing.
So we start off Trifecta Thursdays at 7, then Interlink has a space at 8, and then Free Soul has a space at 9:30. So we are happy to be a part of that. Yes. Lots of good people in those projects. Just for the record, I just happened to buy some Link today. I just thought, why not? So we'll see what happens. Good things are starting to happen there, though, for sure. I mean, they've been happening for a while, but it's kind of to the exciting part, so
Yeah.
kudos to those guys over there. And it's awesome to see our friends doing well, for sure. So
Yeah. But today,
mhm.
I may be absent because I cannot not watch the Rams. So if I'm in there, I'm not listening. Just so you guys know. I'm
Yeah.
kind of a diehard, and I can't miss this game because one of my really good friends from work, she's a 49ers fan, and so
Oh,
she went into work today. She had her 49ers stuff, I had my Rams stuff, and it was a good time.
you can't be
Divisional
friends with
rivals.
people that are 49ers fans. I don't think that's allowed.
So my mom is.
Oh,
Oh,
She has been a fan
is it
since
too
Jerry
late to get it? Is it too late to get a new mom?
I think so.
Oh,
uh,
It's possible.
hey, before I forget to see what's over my head,
yeah.
Yeah, I love
I like the new painting. So
It's
Greg's,
real, you guys. Like it's not
yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
real painting.
put like a sticker there, right? Like
No,
yeah,
it's like a real painting that Greg's wife actually
I know I want
painted
one.
for me. So
Yeah.
Mhm.
reach out to her. She's on X under the handle Chicken Lady, spelled
Chicken Lady.
CHIKN, I think.
Yeah.
Check it out. You'll figure it out when you see it. She started a new business over there, but I just wanted to get that up there, and it's something I've been wanting to do for a long time. But she was able to hook me up, so thank you for that.
We had a taste
It's-
test today.
Yeah, we also have a taste test today, and I give a
No,
quick
I'm
sneak
looking forward
peek
to this shit.
for the people that can push pause. Okay, there was. It's not going to be good, I promise
I'm
you.
not looking forward to it.
Oh, speaking of that, I have to talk to you about something.
Uh,
So when we were visiting Holly, we went to this store that I've never heard of before. What was it called again?
This is the funniest thing to me because I told my friends like, "Oh, we're going to Fry's," and they're like, "Why are you going to Fry's? Why do they want to know
Yeah.
what Fry's is?" It's the best grocery store ever.
Yeah, so it's more of a grocery. It's like a grocery store, but it's kind of like Walmart, but it's
Nicer.
better,
Yes,
like
sir.
way better. And they had Venus flytraps. So I bought one because they were like $2.30. Yeah, Seymour's not gonna make it. Like
No.
all of the little fly eating things on the plant are turning black, and it's not
Did you
working
feed
out
them
very
blood?
good. I almost did,
Prick
but
the
I'm
finger?
getting ready to throw him in the trash. So you better make a miraculous recovery. Or he's
Oh,
not
you
gonna
know
make
what?
it.
Jay's right. So we used to have way back when, and it's been like years and years now. We did used to have a Fry's Electronics warehouse in Phoenix, and they shut that down. But no, Fry's is a grocery store, and it's not actually. Is it part of the Fry's Electronic? It might be. I'm not
Mhm.
100% sure.
I never heard of it before. I never seen it before. So, but it was a very cool visit, and it's funny though. You live in a desert, and it rained every day we were there.
I know.
Weird. We
I
brought some weather, I guess.
I'm so happy for that because it hasn't really gotten hot since you left. Like, yeah, we're in, we've hit 100 degrees, but no more than that.
Yeah,
Today's 98. Tomorrow's
it's
cooler.
definitely different too. So, I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
I think Tuesday it got pretty warm. We were sitting outside talking and all that stuff. And I think my wife might have been complaining a little bit about sweating.
Mhm.
I won't go into details of what she said, but yeah. Hey, also, we have officially made it to I can't say the word, UPtober.
Uptober.
October.
What is up? Why do you call it Uptober? You said Uptober. I'm like, what is that?
Well, apparently that's what people call it when it comes to the crypto world. I don't really know. Never really heard it
Oh,
before.
because I think these months are when crypto actually goes
Yeah,
up.
September
Yeah.
normally goes down, in October, November, and then
Yeah,
into
it
December.
has been, though. It's this morning I was getting all my notifications saying you're up by 5%. Like,
Yeah.
I don't remember ever setting my notifications for 5%, but 5% up or down, it tells me. So
I think that's the default because mine does the same thing, and I never set that up. I have certain price points that I like to sell Doge at, and then
mhm.
buy back in, and then buy Bitcoin. And I've actually I've been It's funny. I didn't pay attention to crypto at all when we went down and visited you, but in that time frame, I made $5,000 that I put into Bitcoin because I wasn't
Nice.
I wasn't staring at the charts the whole time and trying to decide whether or not I was going to do something with it. So it worked out well, and I'm waiting for it to go back down so I can buy some more, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, do you think we're in a bull run? J-Pop thinks we are, or maybe that we are at the start of the real bull run, he says. I don't know.
I don't know. For some
hope
reason,
so.
I don't know. I don't know.
I
We
just
always
wonder.
look for it, and then it doesn't happen. So I'm like, I'll believe it when I see it.
Well, and how weird is it? Because this is the next thing I wanted to talk about too, that we are in a government shutdown. And the
Can I
very
ask-
next day, cryptos
Yeah.
just went, not what I was expecting.
Can somebody explain to me what it even means? So what? The government's shut down. We're still running just fine.
Okay, so
Like, I don't get it.
essential services are still being funded.
Mhm.
But I think today it was like 1.7 million federal employees were furloughed, meaning their jobs have been suspended. But
They probably still are getting paid.
no, I don't think so. I think it's a
Really?
not suspension, because it's not like they did something wrong, but it's just shut down and nobody's in these offices. But let's talk about this for a second.
Mhm.
So you can shut 1.7 million jobs, and I don't know what the official number is, of the federal government down. Do you think that it's going to change your daily life at all?
For the
Like-
government to be shut down? No.
Yeah. So,
No.
one, does that not prove? And I'll, if somebody wants to talk me out of this, I'm cool with that. But does that not prove that there's government's too big? Like, if there's that many people without a job right now, and it doesn't affect our daily lives, I mean, maybe some of those things will a month down the road or 2 months down the road. I don't really know.
You don't ever make it that far they'll come to an agreement. They'll be back open by next.
I think it's probably more of a political ploy than it is anything else.
I think so too.
But with that being said, like, what does the federal government do for you as an individual living in one of the 50 states? I mean, if you really think about it, they tax you,
Yep.
right? I mean, that's one thing we all know that they do. I'm sure there's federal funding of things that, schools, I know that's a big one.
Yeah.
Roads, that's a big one.
Mhm.
But this and that. But what if there wasn't so much tax going to the federal government? Not that this is a new question. And what if it was all controlled by local governments, state governments, local governments, instead of, and then basically our federal government was like our national defense. And I don't really know besides that what else they really need to do. Like maybe national laws that kind of keep us still united. But do we need all the other stuff? Because it's not how it used to be, right? Communities used to take care of one another. There was no such thing as food stamps. There was no things as EBT. There was no such thing as Section 8 housing. You know what I mean? Like, but it used to be taken care of at a local level.
Yeah.
And when it stopped is when the federal government came in, the churches, the food pantries, all those sort of things. They just kind of, some of them are still there, but they just kind of went away from that side of it,
Mhm.
And I just wonder if we didn't pay so much taxes to the federal government and we paid more to the local government, if that wouldn't help. Plus, I like the fact that there's 50 different states living under 50 different laws, because if I don't like one of the laws or the say a set of laws in a state, I got somewhere else to go. If I do it, like if it's more federally funded and everything is federally decided, I can't get away without leaving the country.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's why the Department of Education for me is one of those things, like that should not be a federal thing. I think that should be a state thing, because the federal government is horrible at it, but you can't get away from it. And everybody caters to whatever the federal government says because they don't want to lose that check.
Right.
Yeah.
So if it was a state thing, and our situation is a little bit different than others. We live like 10 miles from Kansas. So it
Sure.
wouldn't be crazy to think that if Kansas schools were way better than Missouri schools, that we could just move over there and then everything be okay. So I don't know. I think what's going to end up happening though is people are actually going to start realizing we don't need the federal government for as many things as what they think we do.
They're not.
So I think that's just kind of going to shoot themselves in the foot a little bit. And I'm all for the government shooting themselves in the foot a little bit. So
Yeah, they'll shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot again, and we are not doing anything about it. That's just all there is to it. I think it's more of a I don't want to get involved type situation. That's why a lot of people don't get involved. I mean, I'm one of them.
Or I don't know how to.
And that's what I was going to say. Like, what I feel that about a lot of things. What can I do to make it better? And there's not really a good solution unless like I use my voice and get attacked like a psycho person. I don't feel that's just not fun. So
yeah, that's not a good time. Nobody's having a good time doing that.
Yeah.
right, like because they will. Like people come after you if you post your political beliefs at all. They come after you. And so to me, it's just like I don't know if I really want that negativity in my life. So I keep my mouth shut.
Yeah.
Because I mean, it's words, so it's not going to do anything.
But let's just take like income tax when it comes to the federal government's taxes. If I don't pay my taxes, I'm going to get in trouble, right? I mean, that's just how it is, or at least I believe I would. But if I got 10 million or 30 million other people to go, I'm not paying my taxes this year, they can't do anything about that. You know what I mean? But how do you get that many people on the same page to do something like that?
Yeah.
Even in this day and age of all the electronic social medias that we have and stuff like that, I don't know how you get people all on the same page. And J-Pop, I hear you. And it's not an argument. We're just having a conversation. I get what you're saying. I just feel like that so many levels of the federal government are so corrupt that, and as a guy that was on a school board one time for like 8 years, they're not as big a help to the local schools, at least around here, as what people think they are. They mandate a bunch of stuff that forces them to spend money in areas they don't need to spend money in. And then they get a lot of say in what kind of people are hired and all that sort of thing. So I get what you're saying. I think there's an argument for both sides.
Yeah.
Excuse me. But I do think that it's going to be a little bit eye-opening, especially if this thing drags on for like, say, 20 days or 30 days or something like that, that it's kind of like people will start to realize, oh, what does the federal government do? Now, there are people that do depend on the federal government. You know, the VA, my father-in-law is a retired veteran. And so the VA is a big thing in his life because he's pushing 80 years old and those sort of things. I would hope that that would still be covered under essential services, but I don't know. Yeah, I think Jeff said it best there when he said, if you want to screw something up, get the government involved. You know, you don't have to talk most American citizens into the fact that
great because government is getting involved in crypto.
That's true.
Yeah. See, that's a fuzzy line though, because I'm with you there, because I'm like, I think we do need people to be able to know like the rules of it. And if that happens, maybe there'll be less rug pulls, but also I think when that starts happening, there'll be more market manipulation, just like there is in the stock markets. Mm-hmm. So it's really kind of a weird deal. I still think though, where we're at now, everybody's super early. So you can kind of avoid, I think, some of that market manipulation because of how early we are in it, but we'll see. I don't know. What do you guys think about the Super Bowl halftime show? Mr. Bad Bunny that was a big talk earlier this week.
Yeah, we all know Bad Bunny is pretty popular right now. Like that's just all there is to it. There's no way around it. He's popular right now. Yeah,
worldwide, he is very popular.
Yeah, so I can't understand the uproar other than I don't know, like, I don't really know too much about him or what he said or any of that. So to me, I'm like, oh, that's cool, whatever. But there's like a big old uproar about it, which I think is just dumb.
Yeah.
But that's my opinion. So
the only reason I know who Bad Bunny is, and this is going to sound hilarious, is about 3 years ago, he was in part of the WWE and had a match with Damian Priest,
Mm.
or they were friends. I don't remember which way it was. It was really stupid, but I didn't even know who he was before then.
Well, they were going to wrestle in Puerto Rico, right? Or something like that.
Maybe.
Dude,
Yeah.
it said, who the F is Bad Bunny? I mean,
I
that's a
kind of
lot.
feel the same way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a lot of people in more of the later generations. We don't know, but the newer generations, like my daughter's age, they know exactly who he is. Like,
My daughter does
they
too.
like
Yeah.
it. So,
I think part of the problem that I have, not that I have with it, because I'll be honest with you, I don't really care. I'll get into the parts about it that I do care about. But the fact that they named Bad Bunny and I don't know any of his songs doesn't really bother me, because I'm starting to get to that age where I am not the demographic that they are going after.
mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
they are not, no one in the entertainment industry is catering to my demographic right now.
Cherry's
Right?
today. Yeah.
It happens. It's Thursday.
Mhm.
So that part doesn't bother me.
What bothers you?
What does bother me a little bit is what Bad Bunny is all about, because I didn't know until I started seeing a bunch of stuff on X of his concerts and things like that.
Mhm.
And I take like spiritual things very seriously. I mean, I think most people know that watch this podcast.
Mhm.
So a lot of the things that I was seeing on X, I didn't turn the sound on because it looked like some sort of satanic ritual in his concerts. And then there is a lot of cross-dressing and things that are going on that he does. Supposedly, I really don't know. So if that's the agenda they're trying to push, then yeah, I do kind of have a problem with it. But the thing about it is, when did we think the NFL was really, the corporate NFL was really our friend to begin with? Because they don't care about like me. They're going to the younger, like I would say 16 to probably 45-year-old demographics.
Mhm.
You know, most advertisers are doing that too, I think, except for like maybe higher end stuff, you know. So I will say, and this is going to get us into our next topic too with Netflix, is hey, this is the perfect opportunity to use your voice and use your money to make your voice be heard. I've always been the guy that, like, I go to a restaurant and the service is horrible, I don't really say anything. I just don't ever go back. Right? So if I have a problem with what the NFL is doing, turn it off. Right? I mean, that's pretty simple. If 20 million television sets turn off at halftime of the Super Bowl, they're probably going to start thinking a little bit harder about who they put out there next year, right? Good or bad. Because what's happening with Netflix right now is there are children's shows that are being produced. What's funny is a couple of them are being produced by the Obamas. I had no idea about till this week. Cartoons or live action shows that are promoting transgenderism or cross-dressing or homosexuality, or I don't really dive too deep into it. What I did notice, which I thought was pretty awesome, because I think this is the way it should be, is people, instead of, I mean, they kind of threw their hands up like, hey, screw you, but they just canceled it. They just voted with their money, right? Like,
Mhm.
you could take it as simple as like Coke, or let's just do this because this really happened. What happened when Pepsi made, what was it called? Crystal Pepsi?
Yeah.
Do you remember that? Holly, are you too old or too young?
I'd never heard of crypto.
So they came out with a Pepsi that was called, I
It's
think,
clear.
Crystal. It was clear.
Crystal clear or something. Yeah.
You know why it's no longer a thing?
Why?
Because nobody bought it. Because
It's gross.
No, it tastes like Pepsi.
it did if you closed your eyes, but when you looked at it, it didn't look like cola, right? So I think the best way to have your voice be heard, especially when you're talking about people like us, is don't spend your money with people you don't agree with. Like, that's the easiest thing that you can possibly do.
That's so like that. I don't agree with that, because I have a very in the middle opinion, and my opinion is just because there is a show on a streaming service which you can probably find a show on every streaming service there
Oh, I'm
is
sure.
that has that. I'm not going to cancel my Netflix over a show. I'm just not going to freaking watch it.
Yeah,
That's
I can watch that show.
as easy as that. Like this whole like thing really gets to me because like Elon, for instance, he was the first one to say we need to cancel culture. And like all this stuff, and he's the first one to say cancel Netflix.
Yeah.
A woke situation. Like
Yeah.
if you don't want to watch it, don't freaking watch it.
Agreed.
Easy enough.
Or cancel it. Like
probably because I do. I love Netflix. I'm not cancel it. Netflix and chill all day.
whoa. shout out to Mike D.
My name's Mike D, and I'm about to get money.
Yeah, no, you threw my brain loop there. Sorry.
But I just am very like, if people want to do that, then it's none of my business to say what you want and like can and can't do, can and can't watch. It's none of my business. So I just.
But
I
it is
want
still
my
the
own-
oldest form of letting your opinion be known, right? Like whether it's the church you attend or the restaurant you eat at or what movie you watch or what kind of car you drive. Like you don't have to spend your money.
But if
there.
you're not watching it, they're going to notice that too, right?
Exactly.
Agreed.
It's all, like,
Yeah.
because they have stats on all their shows. That's why
Yeah.
some things don't get picked up for another season.
Mhm.
But canceling Netflix as a whole, well, you might as well cancel all of your TV because I can promise you there is a show like that on every single streaming device
Yeah.
you have or cable. That is just the way it goes. And so, yeah, targeting a specific company over one thing that they're doing, I don't agree with it.
I
But
think they said that they lost $17 billion in one day. I think I read on that. So, but at the same time, though,
Dragon is cracking me up.
even if we don't agree with it, it's still people's right to not do it, right?
Absolutely.
Like you can just like
Yeah.
cancel it if you want to. Like that's cool, and it doesn't have to be a big deal.
And vice
Um,
versa. If you want to watch it, it's your right to watch it.
Yeah.
I don't know what that last word is there.
K-dramas?
Yeah, what is that?
Let me think. What is on?
Is that like K-pop? Is that a Korean thing?
Probably.
Yeah, it probably is. Dragons in
Here,
there.
I'm spirited. Cancel everything. It's over.
Yeah.
There you
Cancel.
go.
No, but it is funny though, and this is the last part of this I was going to bring up. I find the humor in just about anything in life for the most part, right? It's because people are funny. They just are.
Korean dramas.
Great dramas.
Okay, that's what I figured. Dragon loser.
So weird.
Squid
Oh.
Games.
And I got it before I say what I was going to say. Shout out to Amy Jo
Yeah.
for being able to relate with this old dude. Like, I appreciate you. I really do.
Are you calling
Uh,
Amy
never heard
old,
of
Josh?
I'm not talking, Caleb, don't twist my
Wow.
words. This is not a political thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
No,
Oh.
but it's, I do think it is funny how people will, like you just said, those sort of things are just about every streaming service that you can find. I'm guessing it never recommends those things to me because I don't watch them. Okay. So I don't really know,
Yeah.
but it's funny how people will pick and choose different things to get mad about.
Yep.
And it's like,
It could literally
Okay.
be the same exact thing. But
It
I
could
don't
be.
like this over here, even though this one's over here. That's my favorite. So I'm going to be okay with that one. I'm going to let that slide. But this one, no, not so much.
yeah, it's
So
I-
stupid. Ugh.
yeah, you say stupid, I say funny. We mean the same thing. You know, it's just kind of like, yeah.
Mhm.
But it is very interesting just to see what people will get outraged at. Like there's a lot of serious things going on in the world right now. And people are getting outraged over like I have no problem with you having a problem with it. And if you
Mhm.
want to cancel it, that's cool. But man, there are a lot of things going on in this world right now. And what maybe not this specifically, but what people choose to kind of get mad about sometimes just makes me smile a little bit. So
I'm
that's
gonna
all I was
voice
going to say about that.
because I don't like their tie rules. I don't like that the game ends in a tie after the first freaking
Yeah.
overtime. I don't like it. Boycott.
So one of the
Don't
best
watch it. You
football
can't
games
watch it
we've
tonight.
seen.
Join me. Everybody join me. Please.
I would, Holly, except I don't believe you will actually boycott the NFL.
Oh, hell no, I can't.
I don't believe that will ever be a thing
After, you know what? I will boycott them after the Super Bowl
until September.
For like 2 months.
Yeah.
I can see that. No, but isn't it funny though that we had one of the best games? Was it Sunday night? I
Yeah,
think it was.
it was
that-
Dallas Green Bay, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
really wasn't a game for the first quarter, and then it just like no defense could stop the other team forever,
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
awesome.
and then it ends up in a tie. And
Yeah.
is there something wrong with the rules of the playoff tiebreaker that they can't throw into the regular season?
Or the college, just use college rules. Like,
Yeah.
I sort of understand why they don't do that, because
Why?
at the pro level, statistics are super important historically. And if you start having 8 overtimes, people are going to start throwing like 9 touchdowns in a game. You know what I mean? And so your records are all going to be like within the last 2 or 3 years.
my fantasy would be amazing. Like, if we
Yeah.
would have put it in Williams,
Yeah.
because I have Williams and he's actually really good from Dallas. And he was scoring me all these points. And I was like, yes, we're going to double overtime. And then I was like, shit, it's over in a tie. I
Yeah.
was real mad. I was
Well,
real.
but also too, wasn't the
Haven't missed it yet.
Yeah. we haven't done
no, we haven't done the taste test yet, but wasn't there only like 2 minutes left in the overtime when they kicked the field goal? I mean, it ended in a tie, so they went through the whole 15 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever it was. So just run it until
Yeah, it was weird at the end. I didn't agree.
They weren't in a hurry at all. They were
No,
just kind of
at all.
going.
And
Yeah.
I thought that was really weird. Like, it's almost like they wanted to end in a tie.
yeah.
And it really pissed me off.
I'm with Mike D at the pro level. Those guys make enough money to figure out a way to figure out a winner and not have a tie. Although I don't know why that makes me so mad. Going back to what we were talking about with what people get mad about, but for some reason, ties are like kissing your sister, and they're just stupid.
Oh my
You
lord!
kiss your sister, John?
I don't actually, but
Right.
because it'd be like a tie, and it
Yeah.
doesn't really go. It doesn't really go. So no, it has been a crazy football season. Can you believe that the Chiefs stomped the Ravens? I mean, stomped them.
It was like really, really bad. But where did this team come from? Because they haven't been playing like this the last couple games.
No.
But
But
Worthy
the-
was back, and Worthy made a freaking difference. I can tell you that
Yeah.
much. And I was
If
like,
The
you can
Ravens had
have-
a lot of injuries, but the Chiefs looked a lot better.
But if you can put somebody on the outside that you have to give attention to and not just be able to throw a zone at or whatever, like Worthy, it opens up a lot of things. And
Yeah.
just wait for 2 weeks when Rashid Rice comes back. That dude was on pace to have like 1,800 yards last year when he got hurt. And I think that everybody that doubted the Chiefs early on in this season are going to have to eat some humble pie at the end if there aren't injuries, because I believe with Rashid Rice on this, that this is the best wide receiver core maybe Mahomes has ever had, if not the year that he had Tyreek Hill and the guy from
Watson.
Clemson, Watson.
Ugh.
When he had
And
Watson,
Judy Hill's knee.
yeah,
That was really bad.
they say he'll be available for the first game of next year. I can't believe that.
There's no way.
That's what they said. They said there was no nerve damage. There was no injury to the artery, and they had to fix like 3 ligaments, and there was no bone breaks.
Yeah, that's about accurate.
I have never seen anybody's knee. Well, maybe, but when I first saw that injury, it was one of those injuries where I thought this guy may never play football again. It was bad.
Yeah.
So I was having issues with ESPN that day. Well, that night. And I could only watch the Denver game. And while I was watching the Denver Bangs game, it stopped and played like Tyreek Hill leaving. And he is on my fantasy. And I was like,
Oh,
what?
hell, he's done.
I was real pissed because he was actually doing really, really good.
Yeah, he's having a good game.
Yeah, he was having a great game. And so I was like, yeah, I'm going to win this. And I lost. And I'm mad. but from the replay, it looked bad. And then I went to Twitter or X, and don't do that because they show everything.
Yeah,
So,
different
like,
angle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even like they had to cut off his cleat to
Mhm.
stabilize his leg. That is insane. For him
Yeah.
to only tear ligaments, that is insane.
Yeah.
So part of that injury that's so scary and why they rush that player to the hospital when that happens is because it is very common for that artery to get cut whenever the knee gets dislocated. And if that happens, you've got to get to the hospital and have emergency surgery.
Yeah.
So the fact that they waited till the next day to have surgery was a good sign. But they came out the next day and said he'll be ready for the start of the 26th season. And I thought,
Well,
how?
Yeah, we'll see. If it's just ligaments, because I mean, I've torn all the ligaments in my knee. Recovery is brutal, but it's fast. Like, especially if they repair them with your own tendons, actually cadaver's faster, but your own tendons are stronger. But I think mine was like full recovery was about 6 months.
Yeah, and you're not built like Tyreek Hill.
Well, that too.
I mean, he is.
She's fast. But not
He's
that
a
fast.
specimen, like, you know.
He might actually. That might be a hindrance on him.
I wasn't sure. I was wondering if it'd be good or bad.
I mean, because you're numb. Your knees end up numb. Because I've had it on both my knees. So, and there's no way around that. Like, all down my leg. I mean, I don't have a limp or anything, but if you don't do, your rehab like you're supposed to, which I think he will, you can develop a limp and it's just a really shitty process, but I think he'll be fine.
Rudy, calm down. We are not ignoring you. I think each one of us said we have not done the taste test yet.
Still got it, see?
It's still here.
There.
She's not here to show her support. She's here to watch us be tortured.
She does want us to be tortured.
I know.
Like,
And I
you
thought
leave
she
her
was
to
our friend, and she wants us to be tortured. So, yeah. Oh, I did want to say something else before we get to the taste test, though. So, if people that follow our channel or watch us on YouTube or just see us on X, so here recently you've been seeing some shorts or some reels, whatever you want to call them, depending on what platform you're on, that are Bible verses. Because when we did the Charlie Kirk episode, I got a lot of questions about like biblical questions. And so what I did was 3 times a week, I believe it's Sunday, Tuesday, and Friday, there will be a Bible verse that comes out with a short explanation. It's like at the base level and what it is going to do from the beginning. And it'll be in our YouTube. You can't do it on X, but on YouTube you can. At our playlist, it'll keep the oldest one first because it's in order. And it'll walk you through the entire Bible, all based on, I don't know how long it's going to take, probably 3 months-ish. But when it's all done, they're 8 seconds long. So you'll be able to just go, watch it, go, and just keep going down the row and see the whole story of the Bible through, I don't know officially how many shorts it's going to be. But so if you see those pop up, that's what those are. If you missed the first ones and you want to start from the beginning, go to the YouTube channel. They're in a playlist. You can see them. But had a lot of questions, and I was like, how do I tackle all these questions? And so that's kind of what I decided to do. And so that's what that is, in case anybody was wondering. So are you guys ready to do the taste test?
Who gave us this one?
So we can't mention her name, but the prettiest girl I know came back from a short vacation. No, it's not Holly. And brought these to me and said, you need to do this for a taste test. So when I visited Holly, I took hers, but this is enchilada soda.
Oh, I can't. I can't.
This is
really
the same guy that made the grass soda and the
I think it
sauce.
is.
Yeah.
Is it the same, Caleb? It looks the
and the
same.
corn.
You let her know. You let her know. I'm not thrilled about this.
Yeah.
Actually, I think I let her know when she was here.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did too. I don't even want to smell it.
Wait, are we gonna do? I'm not smelling it. I won't drink it. Wait,
It
don't
smells like hot
oh,
sauce.
like just eat it.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah,
that
we're
so we
gonna
can
do it.
delay it a little bit.
So we have to
Busted.
Oh, jamming.
we have to drink it down to at least that label to get a good taste.
Yeah, you know what?
That's
So that
chunky.
little,
To the
What the
label.
fuck, Caleb?
To
well,
the
if you just do
label.
the little, you're wasting that. So you gotta at least drink a chunk
You're
of it.
wasting it. Dang it.
You're wasting it. Yeah, these were $4 a piece, by the way.
I think
Yeah.
mine's expired.
Why does
Amy
yours
just
look
said
a
we check
different
all
color
day.
than ours?
You're
Is it the
right.
light?
Possibly. Because mine
Should
looks
we
more
look
red.
for an expiration date?
No.
November 1st is on mine.
What year?
Right. It's probably
Yeah.
like 2030. All right.
I will say though that
I'm very upset about
I
that.
will, for a small fee, like
Chug it?
punish my wife for you guys if you want me to.
Yes, do.
I was gonna say
I'll
other
drink
things.
for money.
And for the record, Holly, it's not Eat It anymore because
Oh, yeah, that's
Oh,
that
right.
got copyrighted and it like banned half our taste test
I like
videos.
that better, though. I like the Margaritaville better.
Okay, well, it's not copyrighted because I changed the beat. So
Okay.
cheers
Chug.
to the label.
Cheers.
To the label.
I can't do to the label. Let's just go until we can't do no more. Ugh.
Well, you want to drink the whole thing?
I might spit it out.
Do you have something to spit it out into?
Nope, right all over my laptop. All
That's
right.
not a good idea. Cheers.
3, 2, 1.
Ugh.
Mm.
Caleb's gonna chug the whole thing. He's
Mm.
ugh.
Ugh,
That's like
that is nasty.
well, it's like burnt something. Burnt
Yeah.
beans or something.
It does taste like burnt beans. Burnt Mexican beans. Like I get the little Mexican flavor at the end. I didn't really, yeah, I can't go any further than
You almost got the label.
I didn't
Yeah,
make
close.
the label. Ugh.
I got that much.
So I don't know why we keep torturing ourselves with like stupid flavored sodas. Like that just seems like a really bad idea, and we just keep doing it.
Where did
Um,
you chug to, Caleb? Jesus. What is wrong with you?
I'm a big boy.
Yeah,
Amy Jo wants your autograph now, Caleb.
right.
I think you might be her
Yeah.
hero.
Ugh.
Did you see that cool picture I posted of Caleb on our X?
No, did I miss it?
Probably.
Really missing everything. This job life isn't for me.
Man, there's a good thing there's a mute button on that. That was loud.
Did you burp?
Oh man.
We need to do
I
a
almost
fried
thought I
challenge.
was gonna throw up.
Wait, I wish you wouldn't. That's not fair that he has mute. Like, it would have
Wow.
been amazing.
All of a sudden I just heard it. I felt it. And I was like, I gotta hit the mute button.
As a Mexican dragon, I'm telling you, it is nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is nasty. Oh,
doesn't
but
taste
you know what's
And I don't
Yes.
like enchiladas, but I'd rather have enchiladas than this crap. Doesn't taste like enchiladas. It's like burnt Mexican beans.
Well,
Holly,
it's not
what's-
the worst one we've had of that from that company.
what is the worst one?
We had grass and
Yeah, you guys had that. I wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The corn one was horrible too.
which yeah.
Oh, that's nasty.
Caleb has the
Yeah.
bottles. He didn't even
Sickening.
have to stand up. That shelf's like 8 foot off the ground. He doesn't even have to stand up.
We had the mustard
Oh, the mustard one might have been the worst. That was pretty bad. Were you here for that one, Holly?
Was that
The
with?
mustard.
one. Yeah.
That was with Trucker. Yeah,
Yeah.
we had
Oh,
mustard and and some
So
kind
that was a candy. The mustard
no.
ketchup
We had a
candy.
drink too.
Did we?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
it was
It's
mustard.
like 70 or 60 taste tests we've done on YouTube.
Yeah. That was great.
No, I'm pretty sure we had it with Trucker because his daughter drank the mustard. I think.
Or was that the grass one? That might have been grass.
No, we didn't. I've never done grass. Oh, yes, that was with whiskey.
Yeah,
Grass.
we did the grass one with whiskey.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, speaking of whiskey, where's whiskey at? I haven't seen her in like a year.
She left. She
Yeah,
left.
she left.
Like just
I
left everything.
yeah.
Yeah. And like I think that's okay.
I don't.
Like,
yeah,
because-
I just want to make sure she's okay.
Yeah, because there was some posts that I think she was just having a hard time in general and just really busy in life in general. And sometimes, that happens. I am there, in all honesty. I'm just like busy all the time with
Mhm.
work.
Yeah.
If I'm not working, I'm thinking about work and it's a lot. So I can imagine she got to that point too and was like, I'm done with all of it.
Right.
I do.
Yeah.
There are times where I just feel so bad because I'm not as active, especially in the barbershop. Everybody else, I don't really care. The barbershop I care about the most.
Wow.
And sorry, guys.
Yeah. Now
My
everybody
heart.
knows where we stand.
We have our little group text, so I'm not worried
Yeah.
about that. But the barbershop, my little crew there, I miss them, and I don't want any of them to think that I'm purposely just not going in there. It's just life is lifing for me.
Yeah.
Real life is lifing, and it sucks.
We'll get real for just a second, if you don't mind.
Mhm.
One of the things I didn't notice when we came down and visited you is that life has been lifing for you.
Yeah.
Like, I felt like the longer we were there, because didn't work while we were there for 2 days, like
Yeah.
you started to be able to let it go a little bit.
Yeah.
But it has been a weird year. Like,
Yes.
every time I turn a corner and think, oh, it's going to get a little easier, this week or this month or whatever that stretch of time may be, it
Yeah.
never does. And we need to get back to a point where it gets a little easier.
I agree. Cause like with work, we have this whole thing where, we do all of our planning for the next quarter. And then there's big presentations that I've had to do and all this stuff. And I'm like, once I got done with the biggest presentation for the executives, which really sucked, I was like, okay, life is going to get better. I even told the barbershop, I should be good now, everything. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, no, in 2 weeks, you got to do it again. And I'm like, are you kidding me? And you should have seen like how much stress, how much work I put into this to only have to do it again, but on a brand new, different project. It's not even on the same thing.
I was going to say, it's not the same presentation?
No.
Oh, that sucks. And you only have 2 weeks to do it.
I only have, October 15th.
I work for really cool bosses. But I feel like Caleb has to deal with some of the same stupidness sometimes that you do. A lot of it's from his customers, though. But the weird thing about my job, and I don't mean to sound this in like super serious or anything, but it hit me today what it is. I almost feel like every Sunday I stand behind the pulpit, it's like I'm interviewing for the job again. It's like I have to prove myself each time. And I don't feel like anybody else thinks that, but in my own brain, that's what it's like. And if I could just get past that, it would be probably more rewarding, and it would probably be way more enjoyable. But at some place in my head, it's like, I got to prove myself again this week. I got to,
That's exactly how I feel every time I have to present. And every single time I present, I get like these raving reviews. Holly, you're so good at it. And then I'm like, oh, I got to do it again. And they're like, you're good at it. The prep work is like, I am going through, and then I got to present it at my interview and like say, this is why you hired me kind of situation. It sucks.
Yeah. So one time when I was in the hotel business, my owner, he owned like 20 hotels. We were having a great month, and actually a great 6 months compared to like historical data for that building. And he came to me and he said, our next manager meeting is coming up. Would you present to all the other managers what you're doing and why you're able to be so successful? And I was like, it wasn't really a question I felt like I could say no to.
No.
So I was like, sure. I was like, when's the next manager's meeting? And he's like, in 2 days. I had 2 days to prep for that.
Good luck.
I was like, what's happening? And it was the worst presentation I've ever given in my life. But I crammed probably 20 hours a day trying to set it up, and it wasn't enough time. So I think I understand what you're saying. Sometimes longer deadlines can even be worse because it hangs over you for so long.
Stressing yourself and doing the same thing more than once. And that drives me insane. Because it's like, I feel like I got it. And then I'll look over it again and be like, I could do this better. I could do this better. And so it's a constant cycle. And I agree.
Sermon prep.
It is unsustainable. This life is not long-term. I can't do it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've had multiple discussions thinking, maybe this isn't the job for me because it is so stressful. I am stressed out probably a good 80% of the time, whereas I never was like that about my job. Never. I was just so good at it and came easy, and I didn't have to do all of this weirdness. And now it's like, joke's on you.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I mean, I think you can handle it, but it does wear on people, and I just don't like to see my friends get wore down. So that just means in December you got to come down and hang out,
There you go.
get away from it.
That is the plan. I'm like, it's pretty bad when it's like, okay, let's see. If I fall down and break my ankle, it'll only hurt for a little bit. But I can actually get 6 weeks off work.
Yeah.
That's how bad it is. So bad that I'm planning, like, maybe if I just like break my arm, I don't know.
I'm telling you, when we were working in the plumbing business and we were having to be out, and no matter what the weather was like or any of that sort of stuff, it just got so old and it just beat you down mentally and physically that there would be mornings my alarm would go off and I would lay there and go, do I have to go to work today? Like, can I quit my job and sustain anything for very long? And if not, what do I have to do? And then it wouldn't go away, and I'd get in my car and I'd be like, what happens if I get in a car wreck on the way to work today? Like, dude,
Wow.
I gotta get off for a while. Like, what if this thing just happens to go in the ditch on the way to work, you know? And then it got to be to the point where I finally just quit. I couldn't do it anymore. I was just done.
And see, like, I really enjoy all the people I work with. I really do. I have a lot of really good coworkers, but that only takes you so far.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you're planning, like, if you're really thinking I'd rather get hurt than go to work,
Yeah.
that's a problem. Like,
I
that's
know.
a problem.
True.
Like, it was funny for a little bit, but then it was like, no, I have to make a change. Like,
Yeah.
I'm seriously considering, if I ran this car into the ditch at 25 miles an hour and hurt myself a little bit, then I wouldn't have to go to work. Would it be all right? Like, no, that's a problem. Like,
Yeah,
it's
because
time to do something else.
it's not going to be like, it's going to be like an easy, you can't guarantee that you're
No.
not gonna get severely injured. And
And with
Yeah.
my
You
boss
don't
at the
hurt
time,
somebody else either.
true. And you would have to break something to miss work with my boss.
yeah, mine would be like, well, you can still work from the bed, right? Like,
Yeah.
you don't really need all this time. You can work from home.
Do you remember the movie Office Space?
Yes.
Yeah.
When he just like, she asked him, I think it was Jennifer Aniston that asked him, was like, so you quit your job? And he's like, no, not really. He's like, I just stopped going in. And I'm like,
It's going to be me.
yeah, like, I get it. Like, I totally understand. At the time, it was just funny. And then the older I got, the more I was like, I can really relate to what that guy's talking about. So,
You know, I just want something like Cush, like easy, where they offer insurance. Cause like that's really one of my biggest things, right? Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to be without insurance. I know that not everybody like agrees with that, Josh. But it scares the living out of me not to
I haven't
have.
had insurance in like 6 years.
And so I that's literally like my biggest thing is, you know, I'm getting older and I need insurance, and I have some things that like I have to have insurance for. And but if I can get a job at like as a receptionist,
Walmart greeter.
I would be okay with that.
Holly,
Little receptionist.
why
Yeah.
don't you, Caleb, and I put our money together, move to Payson, Arizona,
Ah,
and run a campground?
we could totally do that.
There we go.
Yeah,
Totally do that. And Payson is the perfect place.
it is. I'm telling.
It really
I
is.
can't say it enough, and I tell people around here because they've never heard of Payson, Arizona. I had never heard of it till I drove through it.
Mhm.
I was like, that's like a town out of a movie.
Yeah.
It's so gorgeous there, and it's like
I'll
someday
start packing tonight.
I'm gonna live there. Like,
I could pack everything in like a day. I'll
yeah,
leave all this shit behind. Maybe
you
not my
can get there in 2.5 hours. You said.
Yeah.
It's about 17 for us, so you got a little bit extra time to pack than Caleb and I do.
Yeah. That's true.
But no, I get it, and you know, hopefully it will get better. But a balance, a work-life balance, and a personal life balance is huge.
Yeah.
And I feel like for most Americans, 20s and 30s and 40s is all about just grinding, and then
Mhm.
we all get to a point. I feel like for most people, it's in their 40s, maybe early 50s, where it's just like, what is the point of what we're doing?
Well, what
You
is
know,
this life? Like, this is not, like, you only literally get to live once.
Mm-hmm.
And do you really want to live it being miserable? And that is kind of where I'm at, where I'm really like at that crossroad of I am not happy. How long do I live being unhappy?
Yeah, I think for everybody it's different. I
Like,
mean, I can give you advice and things like that, but I think that you got to do some soul searching, and you got to see what that looks like. But you know, and because really, what are we doing when we have that 40-hour work week? I mean, 40 hours seems like I haven't worked a 40-hour job ever, but we are literally trading time for money
to work for someone else.
Yeah. So at some point, you have to figure out if the trade's worth it or not.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, and that's where they got me, because I get paid really well.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, do I really want to become a receptionist? Because my income will be literally in half, if not more. But I would be happier, I think. And I mean, money really isn't everything. As long as I can get by in life and still like do the things, I don't know. I think that's more worth it than money is.
That's why I always tell young people that will actually listen to me, which is not very many of them, that don't get yourself in debt, because when you get yourself in debt, you have less choices. Like, live by cash. I mean, I understand you have to be able to buy a house, and most people don't have cash thrown out on a house, you know, but pay that thing off as fast as you can. That way that you have the equity built up into it, and you don't have to, I just read Dragon's comment, but you don't have to, I'll put that up there. You don't have to do things you don't want to because you have bills that you can't get out from underneath.
Yeah.
Especially at my age, you know, there's a point where it's just like, can't do it anymore. Like, I'm not doing it anymore. But if you have a bunch of debt, you don't have a choice. So, yeah, luckily he does have Fortnite to play with me. Couple nights a week.
I'm probably asleep. Anyway.
You're probably asleep.
Like, I'm probably sound asleep.
That would be the one thing if somebody asked me, what did you learn about Holly that you didn't know when you went and spent time at her house, is she's early to bed and early to rise.
Yes, I am.
Although we made her stay up to midnight her time one night. I thought she was going to die.
I know. And then I think that was like the latest I slept in. It was like 6:30.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, oh, I got good sleep. It's 6:30.
Well, I was awake, and I was sitting there, and I was laying there, and I was like, that noise sounds familiar. And then I realized it was Mike D playing Fortnite in the living room.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, people are up. And then I went out there, and you were not just up, you were like ready.
Dressed. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, oh, okay. So, well, it is
a person. So
you're what?
I'm way like better at the morning than I am in the evening. Like, I'm just a morning person.
See, I'm the opposite, but when hanging out with friends in a situation like that, I turn into both.
Yeah.
Like, I can stay up late, but still get up early, because I'm like, you wake up here like, oh, yeah, we got friends here, whatever, let's do this, or, you know, whatever it ends up being. But, well, Internet Space started about 3 minutes ago. Do you think we should sign off? One of you got to go watch a football game. And
yeah, I was going to say, it's like I have 10 minutes.
Yeah, I would encourage everybody that's here to go check out Interlink Space on X. Check out what they got going on, and then stay for the Free Soul Space at 9:30 Eastern.
Yep.
I'm going to try to make it, but I promised my wife a couple things that I got to take care of. So we'll see if I make it tonight. I might be like Holly. I may be in there. I just may not be talking. But one of these days, I'm going to go in there and go to the stage and talk with Trucker and say what's up. So I tried to say that to him today in a space that he had a video thing going on in the metaverse. And as soon as I said, hey, my internet died. So maybe Trucker killed my internet. I don't know.
It's possible.
All right. Well, guys, have a great week, and God bless.
Bye, guys. Be kind.
I'm Caleb. Please like and subscribe.